It's live coverage of the NBA on Monday night. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. Last outing for Orlando, the loss to the Celtics. And guys, the hometown fans not pleased with that dreadful performance. They saw their team get knocked out cold.
Yeah, in a game where offensively they were about as inconsistent as you're ever going to see them.
They needed to make a few runs, but it just never happened for them. And when you can't string things together, it's tough sledding. It's a tough way to go.
So the New York starting five, Porzingis and Hernan Gomez, are together down low. Ntilikina out there with Hardaway. And it's Lee in at the three, the small forward. Ntilikina against the bucket.
We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special.
A circus dunk for you right there, guys.
Al Fournier following the Porzingis miss from deep. It's deflected, but they get it back. No good from Ross. And so here is New York. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
And once they establish that flow offensively, really
shots left and right, and that's got to be demoralizing for the defense. They were in a real zone.
And so here's Orlando following the score by New York. And the shot goes down. The Knicks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. There's the pick. Passes to Hernan Gomez. Out to Lee. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Goes back up. Vucevic with the block. They get it back. Of an offseason for the Knicks ultimately results in a regime change.
Yeah, I mean, players butting heads with executives, and when it came down to it, things just needed to change. If the Knicks picked the Zen Master over Porzingis, fans might have rioted in New York City, and hopefully the franchise can kind of start to right the ship.
Here's Porzingis following the basket by Elfrid Payton. Over Gordon. Sinks it, and the shot from Porzingis. Porzingis is...
and doesn't hesitate.
Boy, it's a thing of beauty watching him attack the defense like that. I mean, they wanted no part of him on that layup.
Here's Vucevic.
Okay, safety. That's what they say.
Loved how they guarded that layup. Didn't make it easy, which I think is why he missed it.
But
they should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Onya comes in for Gordon. And now Orlando on the break. Payton with the ball. And that one, good.
That's exactly how you set the table. Great dime there.
To the middle. It's tipped. And stolen by Biyombo. Pass to Isaac. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession.
And you love the effort.
He conceded. Might have to win some games, 68-65. Kevin?
Going against the grain, D.A. Thank you. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Got to D him up better than that. I mean, when he's got a smaller guy on him inside, that's dinner. Barbecue chicken.
It sounds good. I love that. Simmons sets a screen for Payton. And that one's good. Simmons.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Count it, and the Orlando lead has been cut back down again to single digits with those points from Ntilikina.
The worst bench in the league by net rating resided in Orlando with the Magic. It's hard enough to win without star talent. But if you're also thin on the bench, no chance.
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Well executed, and then you love the strong finish.
Fantastic speed on the break. Speed kill, showing no mercy in transition there, partner.
And you look at the roster for Orlando. Where do they go next, Clark? What's their biggest need?
Well, I mean, they've got a number of needs, but an elite scorer would certainly raise the level of this team. The ability to create something out of nothing. In other words, players that can make plays for themselves or others. Those are the kind of guys that, heck, everybody wants those kind of guys, Kevin, but the Magic certainly need players of that ilk.
They set the pick. Here's Simmons. Rebounded by Hardaway.
Great look, but he couldn't finish. Everything but is how we say that. Surprising since the defense was very pedestrian.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it.
Who's physically dominant and most skilled? That's DeMarcus Cousins. Marc Gasol is similar because of his skill set. Drummond is an animal and a beast because of his rebounding and strength and athleticism. DeAndre Jordan, much the same, but skill and physicality, DeMarcus Cousins gets my vote. No excuse for that kind of defense. I'm positive they're upset about that.
Simmons with it. He has 6. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Cantor. Sessions passes to Thomas. It's Beasley on the wing. Defended by Gordon. And there's the foul on the shot.
Tough luck in the lottery along the way. At some point, you have to start creating and crafting your own luck. And I think they will. I really do. Frank has proven himself as a good coach. I think it's just a matter of time before the Magic start trending north.
And that one's good. Sessions has got it all tied up now for New York.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's
Sessions with it, and it's Gordon picking him up. Beasley against Vucevic. Beasley inside. He has 5. And they will get the basket here, folks. And here's Ross. Drilled it right as the clock hit all 0. And so it's tied as we head to halftime. Screen by Porzingis. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Porzingis has got 10 points in the game.
and they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Outside Hardaway. Out to Lee. Porzingis inside. Defended by Gordon. And stolen by Fournier. To the paint. Here's Vucevic. And Vucevic throws it down. Got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And one strength, Greg, that this Knicks team has enjoyed the last couple years has been their ability to win the rebounding game.
And that's back-to-back seasons, Kevin, in the top 10 for rebounding in terms of the Knicks. And it was something they wanted to improve upon starting a few years ago. They've changed their rebounding trouble into a big asset moving forward.
Simmons checked in for Elfrid Payton. Inside. Here's Azania. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Beasley outside. It's Thomas outside. Orlando, they've gotten 4 of the first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. So we
Continue to take.
pass to Isaac. And he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out. Boy, that's impressive. I mean, not often do you see shots like this find the net. Fortunately, the basket got in the way.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on body.
No problems knocking that one down. Thomas got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And he gets the bucket. And the Magic lead by 3.
And you got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Good job putting the pass in front of him, throwing it where he's supposed to be, not where he is, paving the way right to the bucket.
And as we fit, Gordon missing. The Knicks shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall?
And guys on defense gasping for air at this point.
Well, I tell you what, Greg, what can they do? I mean, nobody can miss a shot. I mean, these guys are bringing it on offense right now.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Now the dish to Cantor. Here's Porzingis. And the Knicks good for 2.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Yeah, I concur. I mean, definitely on the roll right now. Seems like everything he's throwing up is going down.
Peyton lays it in without an inch of room around him.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Outside, Porzingis. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. And the foul called on Porzingis. That's foul number 2 for him. Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, here's the summary of what Jeff Hornacek went over with his guys during the break. He really got after him in the huddle. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one. Back to you guys.
And with Elfrid Payton at the point, a great penetrator, but not a great shooter. Clark, how important is it that the Magic surround him with shooting?
Well, he is terrific as a playmaker. Great size and can find people, but you've got to have shot makers. That's huge in this game because it's about making shots at some point, inside or out. And the Magic have to at least have 3 high-quality shooters on the floor with a guy like Payton. Or, hey, Payton could become a really good shooter over time.
And there's the pass to Porzingis. Got that one up quick. Porzingis has got 11 points here in just the second half. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for New York.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
To the inside. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Back to Cantor. And it's good, assisting on the play with Hardaway.
Great move to get to the rim. I think they're going to take the aggressive approach down the stretch.
And, Greg, you know that's never a bad idea to be the aggressor. I mean, what a ball game we've got going on here, guys.
Here's Porzingis. The shot comes out. And Orlando the other way now. Goes up on the wing. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Vucevic. Elfrid Payton, he's checked in for Jonathan Simmons. The Knicks with the lead. Cantor with the screen on Peyton. Down low. Goes up off the pick. And Cantor throws it down.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional.
And Kevin, I'd suggest that he stay with those basics because we've got a tight one here tonight.
Cantor with the screen on Peyton. Inside. And it's blocked by Gordon. And here we go. Fast break. Peyton's got it. For three, Ross. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. There's 48 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Out to Lee. Outside Hardaway. Screen by Porzingis. 5 on the clock. Connects!
Now, that is cold-blooded.
Indeed it is. Love seeing them deliver when they need him most. No fear taking these shots. I love it.
And you could feel the crowd react as one.
Guys, what a blast of energy that just sent through this entire building.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Now here is Hardaway. Screen by Porzingis. It's hauled in by Gordon. Now a timeout called by Orlando. They're trailing by 2. Just 4 seconds. Ross for 3. Buries the triple. New York calls timeout. They trail by 1. Just 2 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Porzingis. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. And so the big win by Orlando in a tight game. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal.